faces new challenges. And trust me, it's a ride that's as relatable as it is entertaining. Let's talk about the genius behind this film. Inside Out 2 was directed by Kelsey Mann, a Pixar veteran who's worked on films like Monsters University and The Good Dinosaur. This was his first time in the director's chair for feature film. And let me tell you, he knocked out of the park. Mann brings a fresh yet familiar energy to the story, blending heart, humor, and a deep understanding of what it's like to be a teenager. The film was produced by Mark Nielsen, who also produced Toy Story 4, and written by Meg LaFave and Dave Hallstein, with LaFave returning from the first film. Their script is a perfect mix of witty dialogue, emotional depth, and clever storytelling that keeps you hooked from start to finish. And here's a fun fact. The story was inspired by the original Inside Out director Pete Docter's own experiences watching his daughter grow into her teenage years. That personal touch shines through, making the film feel authentic and universally relatable. Now, let's talk about the cast because, oh my goodness, it's a star-studded lineup. The original emotions are back, with Amy Poehler leading the charge as Joy, bringing her signature warmth and optimism. Phyllis Smith returns as Sadness, delivering that perfect blend of vulnerability and heart. Lewis Black is back as Anger, and his fiery energy is as hilarious as ever. But there are some new voices for familiar faces. Tony Hale steps in as Fear, replacing Bill Hader, and Liza Lapira takes over as Disgust, replacing Mindy Kaling. Both bring their own flair to these iconic characters, keeping the vibe fresh yet true to the original. But what makes Inside Out 2 so exciting is the introduction of new emotions, perfectly capturing the whirlwind of adolescence. Meet Anxiety, voiced by the incredible Maya Hawke, who brings a jittery, relatable energy to the role. Then there's Envy, played by Ayo Edebiri, whose sharp comedic timing is pure gold. Adele Exarchopoulos voices Ennui, adding a hilariously aloof, too cool for school vibe. Paul Walter Hauser is Embarrassment, and his awkward, heartfelt performance will have you nodding in recognition. And don't forget June Squibb as Nostalgia, who steals every scene she's in with her warm, wistful charm. The ensemble is rounded out by human world characters like Riley's parents, voiced by Diane Lane and Kyle MacLachlan, and new faces like Kensington Tallman as Riley herself, plus John Ratzenberger, Yvette Nicole Brown, and even a cameo from Ron Funches. Every voice feels perfectly cast, bringing this colorful world to life. Let's get into the technical side, because this film is a visual and auditory feast. Inside Out 2 run for 1 hour and 36 minutes, and every second is packed with Pixar's signature polish. It's rated PG, making it perfect for families, though its themes hit deep enough to resonate with adults too. The animation is stunning. Pixar's team pushed the boundaries with vibrant, imaginative visuals that bring Riley's mind to life in ways that'll leave you in awe. From the bustling headquarters of her emotions to new, mind-bending locations in her brain, every frame is a work of art. The film was made on an estimated budget of $200 million. And let me tell you, every penny shows up on the screen. The attention to detail, from the textures of the emotions designs to dynamic lighting, is next level. The music is another standout. Composed by Andrea Datzman, who stepped in after Michael Giacchino scored the first film, the soundtrack perfectly captures the highs and lows of Riley's journey. It's a mix of playful, energetic tracks and softer, emotional melodies that tug at your heartstrings. The sound design paired with the score creates an immersive experience that pulls you right into Riley's world. Whether it's the chaotic buzz of her mind or the quiet moments of reflection, the audio is as much a character as the emotions themselves. Now, let's talk numbers, because Inside Out 2 didn't just win hearts, it dominated the box office. The film grossed a staggering $1.699 billion worldwide, making it the highest grossing animated film from September 2024 until February 2025, when it was surpassed by Ne Zha 2. It's also the highest grossing film of 2024, period. Its opening weekend in the US and Canada alone pulled in $154.2 million, the third best debut for an animated film ever. Internationally, it raked in $295.1 million during its opening weekend, setting records in markets like Latin America and Europe. These numbers aren't just impressive. They show how much audiences connected with this story. People of all ages flocked to theaters, proving that Pixar still has that magic touch. So, why should you watch Inside Out 2? Let me break it down. First, it's a universal story. Whether you're a teenager navigating your own emotions, a parent watching your kid grow up, or just someone who remembers what it's like to feel overwhelmed by life, this movie speaks to you. It's about the messy, beautiful process of growing up, and it handles those themes with so much heart and humor that you'll be laughing one minute and reflecting the next. The new emotions add a layer of complexity that makes the story feel fresh, while the returning characters remind us why we fell in love with the first film. It's a perfect blend of nostalgia and innovation. Second, it's a visual and emotional spectacle. Pixar has always been a pioneer in animation, and Inside Out 2 raises the bar. The world inside Riley's mind is so creative and immersive that you'll want to pause every frame to soak in the details. The new locations and concepts introduced in the film are mind-blowingly inventive, and they add so much depth to the story without ever feeling overwhelming.